Hey guys, welcome to CyberPlatter. This is a series on Windows security. So Windows is designed to be very user friendly, so it comes with a lot of security challenges as well because of this very reason. So Windows provides a set of features and tools that are integrated into the Windows operating system, and these features and tools are designed to protect the system and data from various security threats. Like for example, there is Windows Defender Antivirus, Microsoft Defender Antivirus. This is a built-in antivirus program that provides real-time protection against viruses, malware, spyware, and other malicious software. And then there is Windows Firewall. This is a network security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic. And how it should monitor and control the network traffic is based on some predefined security rules. Then there is Windows Hello. This is a biometric authentication feature, and it allows users to log in into their devices using facial recognition, fingerprint scanning, or PIN. Next, there is BitLocker. This is a full disk encryption feature that is provided by Windows. It helps protect data by encrypting the entire drive. Next, there is Windows Defender Smart Screen. This is a feature that helps protect users from, say, phishing attacks and malicious websites. And this is done by warning the users before they access potential harmful sites or download potentially dangerous files. There is another feature called User Account Control, UAC. This is a security feature that helps prevent unauthorized changes to the operating system. This is done by prompting users for permission or an administrative password before allowing certain actions. Like for example, if you want to install some application or run some scripts, you will be prompted for an administrative password. Then there is Device Guard. This is a set of security features that uses virtualization-based security, and this is to ensure that only trusted applications can run on the device. Then there is Credential Guard. This uses again virtualization based security to protect user credentials. So we will talk about all of these and many more features of Windows security in the upcoming videos. So I will link all the videos and the entire playlist in the description box as and when we upload them. To start with, we will start with something called virus and threat protection. This is in the Windows security app itself. So if you go to the start button and search for Windows security, there is a feature called Windows security. You can click on open and open it. This is what the page looks like. There are many built-in security features that are provided by Windows in this. Today in this video we will see what is virus and threat protection. So in this Windows security, if I click on virus and threat protection, you will land on this page. So this is what monitors all the threats on your device. It runs scans and get updates to help detect the latest threats. And there are different types of scans that you can run. So virus and threat protection is a core component of Windows security, okay, that helps protect your device from malware. That can include virus, spyware, adware, anything, right? Any potentially harmful software. So first let's look at what it says. So here is the current threads. I have no current threads, and the last scan was done on August 3rd. You can see that 0 threads were found. Scan lasted for how long? That is 1 minute 14 seconds, and how many files were scanned. So if you want to scan your machine, you can start this quick scan by clicking on quick scan. So it is scanning my machine now. And it also tells you how many files are getting scanned. Quick scan, like the name suggests, it is faster. So the quick scan is complete, and if you can see, the scan lasted only for 40 seconds. So quick scan typically takes a few minutes or sometimes even less than that. So quick scan usually checks the areas of your device that are most likely to be infected. like for example your system memory, startup programs, and key system files. You can use these quick scans like regularly if you want, frequent checks for any common malware threats. You can use quick scans. But Windows also provides other options. So if you go to the scan options page, you can see there are 4 options that are provided: quick scan, full scan, custom scan, and Microsoft Defender Antivirus, that is offline scan. So they have given the description as well. Like I said, quick scan checks folders in your system where threats are commonly found. And then there is full scan, which performs a more comprehensive check of your entire device. That is including all your files, running programs, and system components. And this full scan can take several hours depending on the amount of data that is on your device. It is usually used as a periodic thorough check scan, or when you think that there is a deep-rooted infection on that device. And then there is custom scan. In this custom scan, you can choose what specific files, folders, or drives that you want to scan for threats. So when I select custom scan and click on scan now, it actually gives me an option to select the files, folders, or drives that I want to scan. I'm going to cancel this for now. And then there is Microsoft Defender Antivirus Offline Scan. This runs a scan outside of the normal Windows environment to detect and remove especially persistent or hard to find malware. So this scan operates before Windows loads. That is, the scan starts after a restart and before Windows loads, and this makes it harder for persistent malware to hide or defend itself. Microsoft Defender Offline Scan uses the latest definitions to scan your device for the most recent threats. Okay? So run this scan if you suspect that your device has been exposed to malware or a virus, or if you prefer to scan your device without an internet connection. Also, this scan will restart your device, so make sure that you save any open files before starting this scan. Okay? So this is where you can check how the scan options are set for Windows Defender Antivirus. But there is also another way. If you go to PowerShell, so I'm going to the Start button, and then I'm going to PowerShell, and then I'm going to run this command called get mp computer status. Oh, there was a spelling mistake. So here you can see that it gives all the details. You see this AM running mode is normal. So if AM running mode is normal, then it means that the Microsoft Defender Antivirus is running in active mode. Okay, but sometimes AM running mode can also come up as passive. That means that the Microsoft Defender Antivirus is running, but it is not the primary antivirus or anti-malware product that is on your device. Also remember that passive mode option is only available for devices that are onboarded to Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, that is the EDR solution provided by Microsoft. And also something that I wanted to mention is that suppose say you have another antivirus app that is installed and turned on from another company on your Windows machine, then Microsoft Defender Antivirus will turn off automatically. And if you turn off or uninstall the other antivirus application from another vendor, say, the Microsoft Defender Antivirus will turn back on automatically. Okay? Let's go back to the PowerShell. It also tells us if the service is enabled, which is set to true, what version is being used, anti-spyware is enabled, that is also set to true. When was the last signature update, signature version, and it gives you a lot of details here. When was the last scan done? So it tells you real-time protection is enabled. Real-time protection is another feature in virus and threat protection. We'll look at it in a minute. So this command, mp computer status, gives you a lot of details. If you want to run a scan, you can do it from here as well. Like for example, you can say Start-MpScan and then scan type, quick scan. So it says that the Microsoft Defender Antivirus is scanning your device. This might take some time depending on the type of scan selected. We have selected quick scan. Now it is out of the prompt. That means that this quick scan is complete. You can also run full scan. Just replace this quick scan with full scan. I'm not going to run it because it's going to take a lot of time, but this is how you can do it if you want to. You can also do custom scan, but with custom scan, you will have to give scan paths and then the path location. So I'm going to give my downloads folder and then hit enter. So it again gives you the same message that the antivirus scan is running on your device and the scan type that you've selected is custom scan. So this might take some time because I have a lot of folders and files under downloads. Okay, and then it took about 5 to 10 minutes. And if you want to look at the results, you can go back to virus and threat protection in Windows Security and look at protection history. I don't have any threats detected, but it will come up here if you had any threats, okay? And if there was any action that was taken. And if you want to run Windows Defender offline scan, you can say Start-MpPreference. So after the scan, the device will automatically restart because we are running the offline scan and it does that. And again, you will be able to see what happened in the scan. The scan report will be in the protection history like here. And if you want to remove any threats using Defender Antivirus, then you can use the command remove -mp threats. So this is how you can run the scan as well as remove the threats from PowerShell. And if you want to look at the current configuration of the Defender Antivirus, you can do Set-MpPreference. So you see here, you get all the details. Let's go back to Windows and threat protection page. So there's something called as allow threats as well. If I click on allow threats, for me it says no threats, but if you read here, it says allow threats are items identified as threats which you allow to run on your device. Suppose say there is an inbuilt application that you are using, internal application, and it is identified as threats by Defender. You can manually allow it to run on your device because you know that it is not a malware and it is your own application, and those threats will be written here saying that it was identified as threat, but you allowed it to run on your device. Now let's look at manage settings under virus and threat protection settings. So if I click on manage settings, the first option that you see is real-time protection. So if you read it here, it says real-time protection locates and stops malware from installing or running on your device. The recommended setting is to keep it on, but if you want to turn it off, you can, but it is done only for a short time. After that, it turns back on automatically. When you turn this off, the files you open or download will not be scanned for any threats. Next one is cloud delivered protection. So if you read this here, it says provides increased and faster protection with access to the latest protection data in the cloud. So it is just giving you access to the latest threat definitions and threat behavior detection in the cloud. So if you keep this on, Microsoft Defender will get constant updated improvements from Microsoft, but you should be connected to the internet. And it also says that this works the best with automatic sample submission turned on. That is our next option, which is automatic sample submission. This is to send sample files to Microsoft to help protect you and others from potential threats. And it also says that the Microsoft will prompt us, that is the user, if the file we need is likely to contain any personal information. So, you can decide whether you want to send that file or you do not want to send that file. So you are sending suspicious files to Microsoft to check them for any potential threats. And Microsoft will notify you if it needs more additional files from you. And if you think that file that you want to, you're suspicious that this is some malware, you can submit it manually as well. There is an option here, submit a sample manually. Click on it. It will take you to this online submission file where it says submit a file for malware analysis. You can select if it is enterprise customer or home customer, and then you can select continue, and then it will ask me to log in, and then you can submit the file. Going back to virus and threat protection, there is also tamper protection, which prevents from tampering with important security features. So say that there is some malware and it wants to change your Microsoft Defender Antivirus setting. This might happen by any malicious or a negligent user. So when you turn this tamper protection on, important settings, security settings like real-time protection cannot be turned off. There'll be no option for you to change it. And then there is controlled folder access. So if I click on manage controlled folder access, it will tell you this is to protect files, folders and memory areas on your device from unauthorized changes by unfriendly applications. This also says that this is ransomware protection, and that is, it will help you to defend against threats like ransomware. So if I want to turn this on, I can click. When I turn this on, I have 3 more options like block history, which will tell you the latest protection actions and recommendations from Windows Security. No actions because I just turned it on. And then there is protected folders. You can select any of these protected folders, like Windows system folders are protected by default. You can also add additional protected folders. So if you add it here, the untrusted apps cannot make any changes to these folders. So the content in these folders, if I add them as a protected folder, right, cannot be accessed or changed by any unknown or untrusted applications. Okay, now I'll go back. There's also an option to allow an app through controlled folder access. If I click on it, it says if controlled folder access has blocked an app you trust, you can add it as an allowed app. So controlled folder access, it will block all the untrusted and unknown applications to make any changes to those protected folders. But if there is an application that you trust and it is also blocked, you can add that app here. So click on this and then you can say recently blocked apps or browse all the apps and add them here. Let me go back. And the last option in virus and threat protection is exclusions. These are the items that you can add here that will be excluded from Microsoft Defender Antivirus scans. So if I click on add or remove exclusions, it says add or remove items that you want to exclude from Microsoft Defender Antivirus scans. Add an exclusion and you have other options like file, folder, file type, process. You can add them here. So you can add trusted items here and you're sure that you don't need to take any time to scan them because you trust these applications or files, folders or file type of processes. You can add them here. And I would recommend that you go back and check these exclusions periodically so that those don't pile up. Let me go back. So these are the options that are provided in virus and threat protection settings. Let's see that if it is actually working for us, the Defender Antivirus. To test that, we have something called as ITER test file. So this is a test file. So instead of using, like it says on its wiki page, instead of using real malware, you can use this ITER file to test any antivirus software is working well. So all you have to do is scroll down. There is this ITER test string. I will copy this and go to a folder location, and then I am going to create a new text document. I'll say malware, then open this and then save it. So I got this message saying operation did not complete successfully because the file contains a virus or potentially unwanted software. So it was detected. So if I click on OK and then close this, the file is gone, the malware file that I created. And if I go back to my virus and threat protection, go to protection history, it says that a threat was blocked and the threat was quarantined. So you see this, the ITER test file. This was the virus detected and the status is quarantine. And it says quarantine files are in a restricted area where they can't harm your device. They can be removed. They will be removed automatically. So this is the file. It says under users Navya downloads test, I created this malware text. There's another notification too which says threat was blocked for the same thing. This program is dangerous and replicates by infecting other files. This is how you can test if the antivirus is doing real-time detection on your device. If you want to schedule any scan, you can use Set-MpPreference and then scan schedule quick scan time and then give the time. The time is in 24-hour format. So if I say 5:00:00, it's going to be 5 a.m. You can also use scan schedule day and then the day is represented from 0 to 7. If you're giving 0, that means it's going to run every day. 1 is Sunday, 2 is Monday, and it goes so on. So if you want to schedule a scan for every day, a full scan for every day that runs at 3 a.m., I'm going to set this first. Set-MpPreference scan schedule day, that is 0 because it is running every day. And then I'm going to do this scan schedule time at 3 a.m. So this will run a full scan every day at 3 a.m. And you can verify this configuration using get-MpPreference. So for quick scan, you will use scan schedule quick scan time, and for full scan you will use two things. One is to scan schedule day, that is to set what day you want it, and the scan schedule time. And you can also schedule these scans using task scheduler. So I'm going to task scheduler, search for that in the start button, task scheduler, and go here, and then go to create basic tasks. I'm going to give the name as Microsoft Defender Quick Scan, and I'm going to copy the same in the description. You can give it a better description telling what you're trying to do, and then hit on next. And then it says, when do you want the task to start? Daily, weekly, monthly? Is it just one time when the computer starts, when I log on, when a specific event is logged? So you can select whichever you want. I'm going to go with daily and then hit next, and then you can give the time here. I'm going to say 7 a.m. and then next. This is going to ask me how do you want to perform this task. Start a program, send an email, display a message. I'm going to say start a program, and then I'm going to click next. And my program is going to be, it's a command, Start-MpScan, and the scan type is quick scan like we saw before. And then I'm going to hit next again. It is just asking me if I want to add more parameters, but I'm going to just say yes. And then I'm also checking this, open the properties dialog for this task when I click on finish. So this is my task. I'm going to hit finish here, and this opens the properties page, and it tells me on this machine, this is the name of the task that is going to run, and you can select run only when the user is logged on. And then I'm also going to select run with highest privileges. You have other options here. When is it triggered? What action should be taken? This is the command that will run, and what are the conditions that you can set. You can say that start the task only if the computer is idle for so and so time. So this is how you can also set up a scheduled one. You can use this for other things as well. So I'm going to click OK. There are many other options to schedule these calls. If it is maintained by your organization, they might have their own applications to do so, and you might not even see these options. All of this might be grayed out for you. Like if I go to manage settings, all of these might be grayed out for you because it will be managed by your administrator. But I hope this video gave you a general idea about what is virus and threat protection and how that can be used. And that's it for today, guys. But I will see you very soon with another Windows security topic, maybe account protection or firewall and network protection, any of these, and we will discuss that. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. That helps us a lot. I will see you again soon. Take care till then. Bye bye.